Okay, guys, we are going to try to attempt to do this better. Okay. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I swear that one was just really bad, really bad. Let me see here. I just want to make sure that, yeah, everything is okay. All right. So we're going to look at math. And yesterday I talked a little bit about subtraction and decomposition. Today we're going to be talking about, it's similar, but it's another mental math process that you can do in order to help solve equations. Okay, so without further ado, so that I can make sure I get this taken care of, I will pause if I'm having some technical issues like I did in the first one, but hopefully it'll be smooth sailing because I think right now Miss Tamari is using the McGraw-Hill English. That's why I just can't get into it. But I am doing the McGraw-Hill math, which I think is okay. All right, let's start, okay? All right, so let me share my screen here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the Jamboard. And I have, I'll just do my screen, I guess that's the best. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is for today, we're starting this new grade 3, volume 1, this next lesson, adjust numbers to add or subtract. When we adjust a number, it might be easier to add or subtract it, right? And it's saying here that which one doesn't belong out of all of these. Well, obviously a child would go, well, I have to add all of them and find out which one doesn't belong because I need to understand, right? So if we did this the long way and we were to open a Jamboard, okay, if we have this one and we say, okay, well, I'm gonna add them because I know this is what Miss Marissa wants. Okay, we're going to say what? We're going to do, let's do some green. For the green one, we'll say 38. Plus 19. Well, we know that 8 plus 9 is 17. Carry our 1, and it's 57. All right, so the answer for this one is 57. Right? Okay, well that's easy. We got that one figured out. All right, let's look at the reddish colored one. 40 plus 17. 40 plus 17. What's 0 plus 7? 7. Remember the identity property. 4 plus 1 is 5. Ooh, so this answer is also 57. 57. What about 37 plus 20? Let's try that one. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. 37 plus 20 is 7 plus 0 is 7. 3 plus 2 is 5. Ooh, 57. 57. Okay, and let's see, 32 plus 25. They look the same to me. I don't know. It's really weird, yeah. Let's do it in, I don't want to do yellow because yellow is weird. Let's do black. Okay, 32 plus 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. 3 plus 2 is 5. Well, that one's 57 too. So which one doesn't belong? I can't figure it out. They all look the same. But they're all different, but they're the same. But they're different, but they're the same. How is one different than the other? Oh, you said that the 40 is different because it's a 40, and maybe these are all 38? Is it because this one's 40 and this one's 30 and 30 and 30? Is that makes it different? Or, maybe it's this one's not right because this one's 25 and this one's 17 and 20 and 19. No. But what they've done actually, boys and girls, is they've adjusted it so it would have a certain answer. So, like, let's look at this one. 38, if you adjust 38 to 40, okay, what are you adding to get to those numbers? 2. 30, 38 plus 2 is 40, right? Okay, but here they subtracted. They said 19 minus 2 is 17. So they've plus and minus 2 in different areas in order to get the same answer. Let's look at this one. What is the difference between this one and this one? How many? 5, right? And what's the difference between this one and this one? 5. So it looks like these are kind of working together and these are kind of working together. They've been adjusted plus or minus a same number to get the same answer. All right, so this is kind of what you're going to be looking at in math. All right, let's go back to our math. So it says, so we figured out how can working as a team to help achieve your goal. Now we have had a lot of issues with this question really recently, haven't we? How can working as a team help you achieve your goal? If you work as a team, things get done faster, right? So does it mean that these don't belong, or does it just mean that they've been changed a little bit? Remember, we have these two here. They only have a plus and minus 2. Just 2 is the difference, right? And here, these equations are plus and minus 5. All right, this is the only difference. If you go from here to here, look at this. 38 to 37 is 1. And 19 to 20 is 1. And here, let's see, is it the same? 40 and 32. What's 40 take away 32? 8. Very good. And 17 plus what is 25? 8. They're all similarly related. Okay? They've been adjusted to show you a different answer. That's what they're talking about in math today. All right. So it's kind of like if you were to say, I'm actually going to go back to the Jamboard again. If you were to say, okay, boys and girls, I'm going to ask you, what are ways that we can make 10? There's 1 plus 9, right? Or 9 plus 1. All right, there's 0 plus 10, or 10 plus 0. There's 2 plus 8, or 8 plus 2. There's 7 plus 3, or 3 plus 7. Right? There's 8 plus 4, or 4 plus 8. Is that 12? Oh yeah, you're right. I was just seeing if you're awake. I wanted to see if I gotcha. Okay, is there any other ones that equal 10? No, that's it. But you see, if you were to take 1 or minus 1, it would still give you the same answer, right? Did we do 5 plus 5? No, you guys forgot that one. 5 plus 5. All of these numbers equal 10. So if you were to adjust an answer to make it different, from here to here, whoops, I want to do this. From here to here, it's 1. From here to here, it's 1. From here to here, it's 2. From here to here, it's 2. You see, if you were to adjust a number, you would still get a similar answer as long as you do it to the other number. Plus or minus, plus or minus. Okay? All right. So let's go on to the next page. All right. It says, there are 224 Tigers fans and 212 Hawks fans at the town football game. 109 more Tigers fans arrived late to the game. All right, so we're looking for, what we're going to do, Miss Mercer's going to do in here is I am going to screenshot this, my snipping tool, and we're going to put it in our Jamboard so that we can figure it out, okay? We'll do this. Okay, there we are, and I will stick it in the Jamboard. Okay, so we have 224 Tigers fans, right? Is that what it says? It's 224 Tigers fans. And it talks about the Hawks. The Hawks, we'll do it in green. The Hawks, okay? 109 more Tigers fans. Tigers fans.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, Bixby's talking to me again. I don't know why she thinks I'm listening to her. Okay, how many more Tigers fans and Hawks fans are at the game? Well, what do you have to do first to find out how many more Tigers than Hawks? You should add 224 plus 109. Okay, you could do it that way, right? So we know that 4 plus 9 is, what's 4 plus 9? Okay, we know 4 plus 9 is 13. Carry our 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, now it says that there is 109 more Tigers. Okay, so then we can say, okay, well, the 212 Hawks. All right, so now I have to subtract that number from 333 minus 212. Okay, what's 3 take away 2? 1. 3 take away 1 is 2. 3 take away 2 is 1. So that means that there's 121 more Tiger fans than Hawks, right? Okay, well, is 224 bigger than 212? Is it? Yeah, it is. What's the difference? What is the difference? If I were to say 224 minus 212, 4 take away 2 is 2. 2 take away 1 is 12. Okay, and I were to add 109 to that, what's 109? Because we're saying 109 more, right? Plus 12. 9 plus 2 is 11. What's 1 plus 1? 2. 1. Ah. Now I've adjusted it. Huh. Now this is a different way that I can do it. This is another way I can figure it out. I've adjusted my addition in a different way, my addition and my subtraction. I have to do two things in it. It's a two-step problem. Okay, let's look back at your page. All right, so what did they do? They said that 224 and then minus 1 equals 333. So they subtracted one from the other. Well, you could do it that way too. You could subtract 1 and 1, right? They subtract from both numbers. They did a subtraction here and a plus here. Remember when we go back here and we said, what are the differences? Whoops, that's not what I want. What are the differences here? And we said that there was a plus and a minus going on here. This plus and minus here. 38 to 37 is a what? It's a minus 1. And 19 to 20 is a plus 1. Why would you do that though? Why would you go through all of that work? Let's look at this again. Okay, so Miss Merce is going to erase this because this is one way we can work it out, right? But the book wants to teach you a different way. They want you to say, okay, I want you to add these numbers to find out how many more. All right, so let's look at, and let's go back to black because we're going to look at this. Well, 224 plus 109. Now, if I plus 1 to this number, it gets to be what? It gets to be 225. But then if I plus 1 here, I have to minus 1 here. What does that become? 108. Does that make it easier? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, what if I change this? And I said, no, I don't want to plus 1 there. I want to plus, maybe I want to plus, I don't know, maybe let's minus the top one, minus 1 here, and plus 1 here. This will give me 223, and this will give me 110. Huh, that maybe works too. Okay, so what you're doing then is you're adjusting something. You're plus 1, minus 1, depending on what you want to adjust. Will this answer be the same as this answer? Will I still get 333? Yes, because 3 plus 0 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Does that equal 4 plus 9 is 13? Carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3. So when you plus and minus your ones here to each of the numbers, you're adjusting them, you're still going to come up with the same answer. There's 333 Tigers fans, but it says how many more Tiger fans than Hawks? So now you have to think about what am I going to do in order to show how many more. So if this is all my Tigers fans, okay, I need to subtract my Tiger number or subtract my Hawk number from my Tiger number. So let's go back and fix this again. We're going to erase it. All right, Miss Russ is erasing this now. It's a little bit messy. I don't have my famous board eraser here today. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take 3, remember it's 333. 333, and it's minus 109. What's one way I could adjust this? I could say 333 and minus 109. If I plus, what would you want to plus here? 2? You do 2. Okay, so let's do 2. Or let's minus here. Let's see what this changes. Let's minus 2 here. Minus 2 and plus 2. Is that going to matter? Let's see. Plus 2. If I say 303 minus 2, 333 in my head and 2. 332, 331. 331 minus, it's going to be a minus. If I say plus 2, 109, 109 in my head. Okay, 9. And I'm a plus 2. 110, 111, 111. Okay. What's 331? 1 minus 1 is 0. What's 3 minus 1? 2. And 3 minus 1 is 2. 220. I don't know if that's right. Did I do that right? It doesn't look like it would be the same answer, right? So you have to go back and change it so that would make more sense. If I minus 2 here and plus 2 here, is it going to make a difference in my math? Because now if I minus this number, I get 220, but if I minus this number, it doesn't come out as 220. What did I do wrong? So how would I adjust this and to make it right? This is going to be a different number. We have 333 minus 109. What is one way I could adjust it? Maybe adjust it in a different way? I could do that. I could adjust it in a really great way. Let's see. We know that 3, let's do the math on this. 9 cannot go from 3, right? So we make this a 13. And this becomes plus 1 here, right? 13 minus 9. 4. Okay. What's 3? This is 0 plus 1. What is 0 plus 1? 1, right? 3, so it becomes a 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. And 3 minus, this is 1. 1 is 2. So our number is 224. How are we going to get 224? Is that right? Should we add it backwards to make sure it's correct? We could do that. But we're supposed to be adjusting our addition equations. How did your book do it? Let's check. So they got 333. Now we need to subtract, 212. Did I do that on my Jamboard or not? Oh, no, I didn't do that. I did, where did I come up with 109? See, Miss Marissa did make a mistake. So therefore, I didn't do this right. I took 109, but I wasn't thinking about how many hawks we're doing, because this is the tigers, right? This is hawks. So I needed to subtract 212. This is why we do this, boys and girls. As you see, Miss Marissa's not 100% either, am I? You know, I'm not perfect. So let's go back. So here they have 212, and what did they do? They minus 2 on both sides. Well, why do they minus 2 on both sides? They adjust the subtraction equation. Oh, see? When we do, I'm going to make another Jamboard. That didn't work. What? Because remember, I was like, it's not working. It's not making sense. Why is it not working the same way? Because there is a rule there. The rule says that we need to let's go back here. There's a rule that says what? What does the rule say? It says, let's make this bigger. Miss Rick can make it bigger here. Ah, yes, look at this. So when we do an addition, we are going to plus and minus. Okay, that's in order to add. But when we subtract, when we do the subtraction equations, we have to minus on both sides. That's why it didn't work out, because Miss was like, what did I do wrong? When we subtract, we're already subtracting, so there's no reason to do a plus and a minus. When we adjust a subtraction equation, we minus both sides. Okay, so if you didn't do this the right way, it's okay, but you see how they adjusted this? They minused on both sides, and they still got 121. If you would have minused on this one, you would have still gotten 121. But if you did a plus and a minus, you're not going to get this 121 because it'll come out as a different question or a different number. So addition is tricky because if you have to, when you add, you have to do a minus and a plus in order to get the same amount answer when you adjust. But when you subtract, you have to minus on both sides because you're already subtracting. Okay, let's look at this in a very simplified way. If I have 13 plus 24, okay, I'm going to or let's make this 23. I'm going to make it 23 today. Just to make it really simple. Okay, 23. Well, I know because it's easy. It's an easy question, but that's going to be what? 36, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. But now we're going to plus and minus. We're going to adjust this. 13 plus 23. Okay, so 13 plus 23. Okay, so I'm going to minus 3 here and plus 3 here. Okay, so this becomes 10 plus 26. Okay, does 10 plus 26, does it equal the same amount as this? Does this equal this? Can I say that 13 plus 23 equals 10 plus 26? Is it the same? What's 13 plus 23? 26. Oh, sorry, 36. 36. What's 10 plus 26? 36. So you have to plus and minus when you add. When you adjust your addition, you have to plus and minus. Have to. Have to. Okay? Let's look at it as if it was a subtraction question now. Let's say we're going to change this and do it the same way we do addition. Does it work the same way we do addition? We want to see. Because these are big numbers here. These are really big numbers. I want to see it with a smaller number. So I'm going to say that this is 13. This is the wrong way. Okay, I'm giving you the wrong way first because I want to show you why you have to subtract both sides. Okay? If I say 23 minus 13. What's 23 minus 13? What's 3 take away 3? 0. What's 2 take away 1? 1. So we know that 23 take away 13 is 10. Just put that in your head. Now, if I wanted to do it this way as a subtraction question, it's the wrong way, but you can see why it has to be the way it has to be. Okay? Let's say I want to take 23. This is the wrong way. Don't do it this way. 23 and 13. I'm going to minus them, but I am going to add 2 here and minus 2 here. Okay, so that would be easy. I can do this. It's so much simpler. I can do it. What's 23 plus 2 is 25. And 13 minus 2 is 11. Okay, let's subtract them now. I think I'll get the same answer. 5 take away 1 is 4. 2 take away 1 is 1. It's not the same. Why is it not the same? Oh, because it's a subtraction problem, and I didn't use the subtraction rule. I used the addition rule. That's why it doesn't work. So let's do it the other way now, the way they're teaching us in the book. Okay, let's say, no, this can't be right. Let me see if I can use the subtraction rule now and see if I can get it right. Okay, let's change, Miss Marissa is going to change the color to make it a happy color. Let's make it pretty blue. Okay, all right. You ready? Okay, so I'm going to use a subtraction rule that they taught me in the book. 10, or oops, I'm sorry, I can't write today. 13. Okay. Okay, now 23 minus 13. It says I have to subtract the same number. Okay, well, let's say I want to subtract 3. So minus 3 minus 3. What's 23 take away 3? 20. What's 20 or 13 take away 3? 10. If I take 20 take away 10, what do I get? 10. Whoa, does this number equal this number? Yes, because addition has its own way and subtraction has its own way with these numbers here when you adjust. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop the video here with that in mind. Okay. We will do some assignments, like work together after I have finished with this video. Okay. Because I don't want it to be too long for you. Okay. I'll see you in part 2.